Someone is trying to pretend that you never existed because someone cannot stop caring about you. Someone can't stop loving you, and you've pissed a person off. You've really angered and upset a person here, and someone doesn't want to be having these feelings, and someone doesn't want to be having these emotions. But someone feels like you have such control over their heart space and such control over their love that they can't run away from you. So this person is trying to pretend like you never existed. They're trying to abandon you. They're trying to ghost you. They're trying to run away from you. But this person finds they can't do that because with the Emperor energy stepping forward and the Hermit, you gave this person a sense of purpose. You gave this person a reason to still be here when they felt like giving up in their life. And you gave so much more to this person than this person could ever really, truly thank you for. You've done so much to this person's life. But what's happening with this energy is there's some type of argument or a conflict that's happening now. And this person thinks that you've intentionally hurt them, even though you didn't mean to actually do this. But the reason why this is happening is because there's a lack of communication that's happening. And the reason why you're totally not wanting to have commitment anymore with this person is because you always feel like you have to specifically react to this person. You have to give this person specific reactions or responses, or they get really unhappy with you. So it feels like you're constantly walking on eggshells around this person. Now, you put up boundaries to this communication, and this person got scared. They got the wrong idea. They thought that you were rejecting them. So what's happening now, after the conflict, after you put up boundaries, is that this person now thinks that you were deliberately trying to hurt them because you wanted to push them away, but you also wanted them to be the ones that broke up with you because you didn't want to hurt this person's feelings or emotions, or someone thought this was this other person's idea. But what's actually happening is you feel so scared to communicate to this person because you know that your opinions, your ideas, but also your feelings and emotions go completely unrecognized. Because if this person doesn't get the reassurance that they need, they think that you're doing everything on purpose, even though you're really not. You love this person tremendously. You've done so much to this person's life, and that's why they're struggling so much to get over you. Because you have made such a difference in this person's life. The amount of impact that you've brought to this person's life, this person just can't forget it. They just can't simply forget the way they feel. They just can't simply forget their emotions towards you. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to forget that you ever existed. But the second that this person feels like it's for real, the second this person actually acknowledges and comes to the idea that it's hitting them, the reality of the fact that every time they're pushing you away, it means they run the risk of losing you, this person, they come straight back. Someone is really trying to get your attention because someone really wants to talk to you, because someone feels like they're running out of time with you, but someone's being really pushy with this energy because they want to know that you're still waiting for them with the Seven of Pentacles. They really have some type of an emotional message they want to give you. They really want to step forward and say this, but I feel like there's a third party situation that's in the way of it. I almost feel like this person wants to get you alone because they want to deter you from the third party situation. Or it's the fact that they're in a third party situation here and the third party is in the way. It kind of feels like this person has to do everything possible to keep the third party, because if they don't have the third party, this person's just going to be thinking about you constantly. So they have to put all of their energy and their effort and their time into keeping this third party. While at the same time, the emotional connection that they have is actually with you. There's an emotional energy this person doesn't have in the third party because they only have it with you. But I'm seeing that what's happening is they're trying to convince themselves that they have it with the third party, but they don't. And there's never an energy where this person can say that it's an emotional connection, that it's emotionally fulfilling as it was with you. So what's happening now with this person is that this person's trying to get your attention because they're realizing that nothing that they are doing is replacing the same type of energy that they had with you, that they have in the third party, because they thought they were moving on from you because they got into the third party so quickly. They thought because they fell for someone else so quickly, it meant they were over you. But what's actually happening is, in the beginning, when this person was falling for the third party, they were actually falling for you all over again. It wasn't the third party they were falling for. It was actually you that they were falling for. But this person got confused. And the reason why they got confused was because they were actually in denial about their emotions. They switched and they turned their emotions off when it came to you. So it didn't mean this person was moving on. It meant this person was actually distracting themselves in a third party. But the thing with the third party is they wanted an excuse and they wanted a reason to tell themselves they were moving on from you. So this wasn't love. The third party, it was never an energy of love. It was an energy of trying to compensate for this person by telling themselves they were moving on from you when they actually weren't. Now, what's happening with the third party is that now that there's time passed, this person is actually realizing this person and this connection is not what they thought it was going to be. And that's because they put so much expectation on the third party. They never put an expectation with you, because they never needed to. They fell for you because they fell for you because it was genuine, it was true. There was no expectations when it came to the relationship with you. But with this third party, this person had to put so much expectation on this third party. And it turned out that the expectations this person put on the third party were never ever going to work out anyway, because they couldn't replace, and they can't replace, the emotional connection that they had with you. It's kind of not possible with this person. So what's happening is now they're trying to get your attention because they're freaking out with this energy that they've moved on to the third party. But what's happening with your energy is that this person's pushed you away. You know, you feel this energy now where you were replaced and you weren't chosen. And there's this energy of betrayal now that you feel. And it's like you can't really get over that energy of betrayal. But also what's happening is you're actually finding self-love. You have a lot of happiness that's coming up for you with the sun. And when it comes to this connection, there's an energy where you're already emotionally withdrawn from it. So it doesn't really matter how much this person comes back in now, how much energy they give you, how much effort they give you. They didn't love you in the moments when it mattered. They didn't love you in the moments where you could have been convinced to stay because you were still hanging on. You still had an energy where there was still love for this person, but now it's like you don't have it because there's been so much time, but there's also been so much healing that I'm seeing that you kind of don't really want to go back to this person. So it doesn't really matter how much this person tries to love bomb you now or give you love. You're moving on to a connection and a relationship that is so intense, where this person is always going to choose you every single time. But what I do see with you and this person with the temptation and the Five of Pentacles is that they're not going to back down when it comes to you. I don't feel like this person's going to back down. Now, they're not so much going to leave the third party and they're not going to fight necessarily for you full on, but they're also not going to leave completely here. They're going to kind of keep hanging around, which is either going to really irritate you because you just want to move forward, or it's really going to actually confuse you. It might be one or the other here. But I see more of an intense connection. I see another relationship coming in here with the Four of Wands. And I see the moment that you really want to disconnect yourself from this person, the moment you really want to withdraw yourself from this person is the moment that you accept you want nothing to ever do with them again, and you cut the cords fully to this person. And that's when you're going to fully move on, when you cut the cords to this person. Someone misses flirting with you. Somebody misses flirting with you. Now, the problem that's happening with this person is freaking out. They're really, really scared because they can't see or feel you anymore, and they're scared that you pulled away for real this time. Now, what's happening is this person is abandoning and ghosting you because they're trying to forget their emotions. They're trying to forget the way they feel about you because it's the only way this person can process what's happening. They have zero control of their emotions. And it's funny because This person always tries to love bomb people to bring them back, but they can't do that in this situation because they're trying so hard to keep their emotions hidden. They're trying so hard to convince themselves they're moving on from you. So they also have to give you the impression that you're moving on from this person as well. So they're trying to keep their emotions hidden from you, but they're also really pissed off that you're not reaching out to them. And the reason why they're pissed off is this person's still in denial about the reason why they're pissed off, to be honest, when it comes to the fact that you're not reaching out to them. This person's in denial about it because it's like this person feels that they have to be in denial about it because they have to forget you. They have to move on from you because it's the only way this person can try and take back control. They do not want to admit in this situation that they are so tempted, that they're desiring your touch because they don't have it. They don't want to admit that they need physical touch, but they also don't want to admit that they need you to come back because the only way they can try and get you to come back is by love bombing you for them, but they can't do that either. So they feel this sense of contradiction, and what's really funny with this energy is this person is trying to take control of their emotions by doing all of this, but they don't actually have control of their emotions. They don't have control at all because they're in denial about the fact that they're pissed off that you won't reach out to them, that you won't communicate to them. They're in denial about it. But what happens is this person tries so hard to get over the denial. They try so hard to convince themselves that it's just a phase, that it's fine. But in reality, this person is actually missing you. They're missing your energy. They're missing your light. They're missing so much more than just the physical side of things. And that's the problem. Because this person only wants to admit that it's just a phase. They only want to admit that they're missing just the physical side of things. But the only reason why they're doing that is because it's a compensation. They're trying to compensate for the fact that there's so much more here, but they're actually in denial about it. Because if this person is to accept the amount of love they actually feel for you, this person won't cope. This is a lesson and a teaching this person can't deal with because there's so much love that's here. And subconsciously, this person knows how much love is actually here, but they're turning their back on it and they're ignoring it because they know they're not going to find someone else like you. They know that you're irreplaceable. They know this, but they want to try and remain in control. They want to try and remain like it doesn't faze them when in actual reality, it does. And the thing with this person is this always worked for them in the past. The abandonment, the ghosting, the love bombing, it always worked for this person, but it doesn't work for you because you're the first real relationship this person has had where this is real love, this is real growth, and they're not used to it. There is no energy where this person can just love bomb you and bring you back, because if they love bomb you, they're actually going to fall for you. They're actually going to have to admit that they love you, and they don't want to do that because subconsciously they know that, but they're also choosing to remain in denial about how they feel about you because the lesson of trying to actually get over you here is way too much for this person to even try to consider.